Megan, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. So I see you came in for advising. Kind of talk about plans for next year and see how we finish with this year on a positive note. So how are things going in your classes?
Man, you see my grades, so it's not going very well.
Well, can you elaborate a little bit on that? Why it's not going so well?
I'm feeling almost everything. I'm feeling almost everything.
Okay. Why do you think you're failing everything?
I haven't been I just haven't been able to concentrate on school right now.
Have you been going to class?
No,
So why haven't you been going to class? That kind of concerns me.
I just want to focus on some other stuff.
Can you tell me, what's going on in your mind?
I'm just having a lot of personal issues right now, and I don't know what to do.
I'm hearing that you're really hesitant, to open up on what's going on. Is something with your family, maybe some of your friends.
I just don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Right. Well, I know formerly in the past we have talked about boyfriend issues and significant others, and you were considering having sex with them, right? So I mean, have things been working positively in your relationship? Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Um, well, I've pretty much just been kind of living in his apartment. Um, my roommate and I got in a huge fight because she didn't like him, and um, so she kicked me out of our apartment. So I didn't have anywhere else to go. So I've been staying with him. We just haven't been getting along very well.
Well, what do you mean by not getting along? Well, what do you guys have issues with? Please take your time.
He just gets really, really mad at me about everything. And I'm not allowed to hang out with any of my friends, and whenever I leave the house, he calls me every 5 minutes to see what I'm doing. And he checks my emails, and he always yells at me about talking to other guys, and he yells at me even when I talk on the phone with my dad. I haven't talked to my dad in like 2 weeks.
I'm hearing that you're very upset with how it's treating you, with the impact that it's had on other relationships in your life, with your parents and classmates and other friends. Is that correct? Earlier you had mentioned that you didn't want to get anybody in trouble. Has something already happened, or can you tell me what's been going on?
Um, a couple of times we fight. And I know that I should leave, but I don't have anywhere to go.
So, what do you think really provoked him to smack you?
Um, I don't even really remember what we fight about because everything's so stupid. I don't know. He just got really angry and I never really understand what I've done wrong because it's always something that I just don't really think I've done anything wrong.
Well,
And I love him. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I see that you're very upset, and I understand. So, can you tell me where is the bulk of that emotion coming from? Is it not losing him, or is the relationship that you guys are having, the abuse, or where's this emotion coming from?
No, I mean, I don't want to lose him, but I also I that he fights with me all the time, and I know that he's probably not. I know that it's not supposed to be this way, but I don't know what other options I would have, and I can't. I just feel like I can't leave.
Well, I know you mentioned that you did have a situation with your first roommate, right? Can you talk a little bit about that situation and why you have left that living environment?
Well, she didn't like my boyfriend being in our apartment because we were always fighting, and she's pretty meds, so she has to study all the time, and so she and I started fighting all the time. And her dad owns the apartment complex, so she's kicked me out.
And so, are you still on lease at this apartment?
No, and her dad's not gonna let me live there again. I mean, I can't even afford it. I don't have a job. He made me quit my job and pretty much just sit at home all day and hope that he's not gonna get mad at me for something.
So, is this relationship that you're having with him? Is it worth holding on to if you are continuously being physically and verbally abused?
I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I mean, I've wanted to come to this school since I was a little girl because my parents came here, and I didn't want to have to stay back home. I'm not going to school at home. I'm not going to live with my parents, and I'm not going to come home from my first year of college a failure. And I can't leave this town, but he's here, and he's always going to be here. And if I lose him, I'm just going to be really upset. He's my first love.
I'm hearing a lot of concern with your academics, with your future, your perception from your parents and people in your community, and that's a lot of pressure. You know, you definitely
My
don't.
dad's really rich. He invented this.
Oh wow, very delicious treat, very delicious.
I
So
know, I'm not allowed to eat them anymore because my boyfriend says I'll get fat.
I understand your frustration. I understand your frustration. That makes it very hard. I really understand the hardships of having to give up delicious pastries and being in a very hard relationship with them.
Do you really think he's abusing me? I mean, no, it's just a couple of times. I mean, is it really that big of a deal?
Well, maybe what you have described to me is a very clear instance of verbal and physical abuse. Him smacking you, um, telling that you can and cannot go places, things that you can and cannot eat. Um, this is, it, I'm hearing that this is a controlling relationship and it's taking a toll on the effect of the rest of your life. Is that correct? It does sound like you are if you are a victim of abuse in this instance, right? And I hear that you're very interested in staying in school, and you know that's something that's been important to you because it is this institution that your parents have went to. Um, so do you think that we can get you to start going back to classes again, and at least make sure that you fulfill those part of your goals?
I mean, I want to be in class. It's not that I don't want to be. It's just I'm afraid to leave the house because I mean, the last time I went to class, he called my phone every 5 minutes, and I got in trouble. And
So have you ever had a response back to him once he told you that you couldn't do something or after he has physically put his hands on you? Have you had a certain response back to him that kind of acknowledging what he had done? And what is it that you're afraid of?
I'm getting really mad and doing something else.
So well, maybe I'm hearing some conflicting things here. I'm hearing that you want to continue going with school and that it's very important that you do well and you don't want to let your parents down. But I'm also hearing this type of allegiance to being in this relationship, even if it is detrimental to your health and to the rest of your goals. So um, I'm really having a hard time figuring out